Hey, what's going on, everybody? I don't post many videos up, and I'm not sure the best way of going about doing this, but look what arrived today. It's a copy of my book that's coming out October 11th. I know it's early. I know it's way early, but I'm excited. This is basically a cover reveal. I'll be able to have a look at it. It's the first time I've seen an actual physical copy of the book. So I'm really excited to check it out. And I thought, hey, what better way of doing this than to share with you guys as well? And yeah, I actually went to YouTube and looked up how to do a book reveal, and I don't think there's like a correct way of doing this. So I'm just gonna wing it. You know me, if you know me, I just wing things and go with the flow. So yeah, this just came in literally like, half hour ago. Something like that. It's still warm from being outside in the mailbox because it's a brutally hot day here in California. So anyhow, I'm going to open this up. I don't know. The book, you may have seen me posting about it recently. I post little, it's been floating around for some reviews and things. So I've been posting those up, and I've mentioned it for a long time now. I've been working on this for over 2 years, so I have talked about it quite a bit. And now the time is approaching soon. On October 11th, it'll be in stores everywhere. You can buy it online, wherever you get your books. Independent bookstores, it's a great place to go, support them. So now is the time when like the books are coming, and I'm actually getting like a ton of copies sent here, but it starts with one copy, and then I'm getting like not a truckload, but quite a few more coming in pretty soon. But yeah, Fade of Light, though, if you don't know, it's my new graphic novel. It's all illustrated. It's about my stepdad who has a rare form of dementia. And the book goes from the past to the present and shows you the whole journey of like what it was like to know him when he was fine to what he became. My stepdad used to act like Jim Carrey. He's the funniest guy I knew, just really wacky, crazy, listened to cheesy 80s music, and really unforgettable. If you met Ron, you wouldn't forget him. And unfortunately, he ended up getting a rare form of dementia. So the book is really just that story. I take you along for the journey. Just when I first met Ron through where he's at today, and along the way too. I mean, it's a hard subject. It's a really tough, difficult subject, but there's a lot of lighthearted moments in it too. It even talks about my cartooning. I go through all the process of how I became a cartoonist and what I went through, and how Ron was there along for the ride with me for that. So it's got a lot of that in it. It has a lot of just moments of growing up with them, the difficulties of knowing something was wrong, but we didn't know what was wrong. It was just a really difficult process to figure out what was going on, because his personality and everything started to change, and it was just at the time nothing he got diagnosed incorrectly, and come to find out he has dementia. So that's kind of a quick synopsis of the book. There's a lot of elements to it. So this book, let's just you can read all about it. I'll be posting quite a bit about it, but you can read about it on my publisher's website. I have links in my bio to read more information. But let's get into the actual book reveal. This is what I know I've been waiting for, and I can't wait to check it out. So if I can rip through a bag, there we go. And this is it. Sorry, I've been excited and I kind of forget what I mentioned, but the book is over 219 pages, illustrated pages. Here you go, guys. This is the book, A Fade of Light. Wow, it's amazing to actually get it in my hands. It's got an awesome, smooth, shiny cover to it. I'm excited. I did this wraparound cover for the book, which I'm really happy with. I'm glad I did that. I played around with a bunch of ideas, and this is what I thought was best. So you can see the front there, and then it's got the side, and it wraps all the way around to the back. And wow, I don't even know what to say first on this. Like, it's crazy having it in my hand after you don't understand like all the drawing and writing and editing and everything I went through to actually get this done. It's freaking amazing to get it published, and it's not even out yet, but it's coming out. And so just having this copy is freaking, yeah, awesome. So yeah, I mean, I'll just run through a few things of what I know. I've seen PDFs of the book and everything. I know. I mean, I wrote it and drew it, so I know what's in it. But I'll try to explain a few things as I look through it for the first time. But start off, I've got an awesome blurb from one of my favorite cartoonists, Brian Fees. He's an Eisner winner. If you haven't read Mom's Cancer, A Fire Story, The Last Mechanical Monster, he's got some really awesome books, and check him out. And he was cool enough to read my book. He enjoyed it, and he gave it a great blurb that is on the cover there, so you can read that. But I'm still to this day like very thankful for him. I just can't thank him enough. Every time I correspond with him, I'm always like, I can't thanks again. I always put that, and he's probably sick of me saying thanks again. But really, Brian, just it's like icing on the cake for this book, because you never know when you write a book. You don't know how it's going to be received. You don't know if it's going to be great. You do the best work you can and go from there. So just to have Brian liking it was great. And so anyway, his blurb is on the front up top there, you can see. And yeah, I don't know the best way of doing this. I don't want to give too much away either, because there's a lot of elements to this book. But you can see it's, I'm going to flip real quick here. And again, it's over 219 pages, fully illustrated. It's black and white, but I used it's not technically a wash, but it's got this wash look to it, for all the shading and backgrounds and the characters, everything involved. And I prefer the black and white with this book. I don't think in color it would be quite the same. It's called A Fade of Light, and you'll notice as you read through it too, I play with that a lot. There's a lot of fades in colors and, well, black and white as you go through it, and as the mood changes in parts of it, I try to represent that as much as possible. Hence the title. And A Fade of Light I thought was really suitable, considering, like I mentioned, Ron was just a character, a massive character in my life. I've known him for over 20 years, and yeah, just such a bright light is Ron. You'd meet him and he's memorable. That's all I can say about it. Anyone that has met Ron back in the day knows he's very memorable. I always think just Jim Carrey. I mean, that's him. And so it's called A Fade of Light because he was such a light, and that has faded. Dementia is a horrible disease. I call it the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, witnessed in my life. It's crazy. I don't know how no human should have to go through dementia. And he has Pick's disease. It's a rare form of dementia. And everything makes sense to how his attitude, the way he started acting, and when I was trying to figure out what was going on, and with his disease, it all makes sense, like how that happened to him and why he acted the way he did and everything. So this book covers it all. And like I said, it goes from present to past, kind of back and forth throughout the book. It has this everything from my wedding and how Ron was involved in that to what happened when I started to notice changes, to how he treated other people, to how cartooning had to do with all of it too, how he was involved, whether he liked it or not. And actually with this book, he helped with my cartooning with this book. It's a book I wish I didn't have to write and make, but there again, Ron is a piece of this, obviously, because it's about him. So that's it. I don't want to ramble too much. I sometimes have a tendency to ramble on my videos, and I don't like to do that. This is supposed to be just a book cover reveal, not unboxing, but unbagging. And that's really what this is. I don't want to give too much away with flipping through the pages like that. That being said, I am planning on posting some previews up on Instagram and other places, so you'll be able to see. I want to post some things about the process too, about the writing, about the rough drafts and the final inking, coloring, all that good stuff. So A Fade of Light, I really can't wait for you to read it and check it out for yourself. Again, it'll be out October 11th. I know that's a ways off. In fact, this is probably way too early to be posting something like this, but I'm a very imperfect cartoonist, and I admit that all the time. So whether you like it or not, you have a cover reveal. Anyhow, I really hope you check it out. I'm extremely excited about the book. I'm very proud of it. I plan on going on tour as much as possible. I have a few events already in the works to do some talks and presentations, all that good stuff, and can really get into this a lot more. So, hey, thanks for hanging out for the last 10 minutes. I appreciate it, and I really hope you check my book out, and I will talk to you later. Bye.